it gonna do it again? No, that really scared me. It went blink.
That's intro. Did you see that? Did you see that? That fucking thing blinked at me. My computer blinked at me. What the fuck?
No, the chat just blinked at me, and I'm just like, okay. Huh.
Yeah, it was awful bright.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, why is it doing that?
Interesting intro.
Yeah.
So hi everybody, how you doing tonight?
Hopefully you're all doing well. Yeah.
Haha, Ray gets the reins again tonight because I'm eating leftover salad, so my mouth will be full so I can't talk.
You're kind of... You're funny.
It was a good salad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did I toss it right?
It was good.
Okay.
I added a little more salad dressing to it though.
Yeah. I threw some extra cheese in it.
Yeah, I know. I know why I'm not real fond of cheese in my salad. It's the way it reacts with the fucking salad dressing. Especially a vinaigrette, and I love me a good vinaigrette. But man, that cheese tastes weird as fuck after you put a vinaigrette on it.
Are you
Just saying. So, what's your subject tonight? What's up, Buttercup? Whoa. And she has nothing. Oh, see, we even planned it all that, and now she's got cold feet.
cold feet?
So, I gave Ray something to think about, because she made me think about it. And I was like, if I gotta think about that and answer that, you do too. But it'll be a different perspective from you because you found it.
I did. That I did. Perfect man.
Well, okay, is anybody really perfect? We all have our quirks.
But we all also...
Okay, I'll tell you my pet peeve, rolling eyes. That is not perfect. That is belligerent and I hate it. That's probably because I used to get smacked every time I did it.
Goodness. No, but...
Okay, so what entails a perfect person? That's my question. What makes a person perfect?
Well, we all have our different perspectives on it.
Exactly. That's why we're both... Go ahead.
Well, the ideal perfect man for me was someone who accepted the fact that I am...
A package deal first off.
Yeah, a package deal first off.
And one of the package is very time consuming.
Extremely time consuming.
And difficult for most people to deal with, yes.
And
I wasn't even talking about the Greineke. That's a whole other can of worms. But go on. Okay, so kids. That is absolutely understandable. That is the first thing that would come to mind.
has a kind heart. Shows patience when you're going through a really rough time. Is always there when you need them.
Okay.
Which, trust me, it's been rough. It's been a really rough road.
It has, and you guys have been together for what, for almost 5 years now?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty long time.
You know, in all honesty, he's the only one that you've dated that I really like. I mean, okay. One of them did turn things around and earn my respect. And you gotta respect that. You know? I'm a hard ass when it comes to certain things. And I am a matriarch of my family. And, well, there are people that don't belong with our family. And, you know, if you disturb my peace, you don't belong here, goddammit.
Plus is positive, minus is negative.
Something like that. But no, I mean, there is the chance to turn it around. So, what about that aspect in it? Because some people are trying to be the people that they want to be, but haven't quite got there. Are you willing to be along for the ride? Or, I mean, you guys are young, so you're automatically doing that.
Yeah.
But that's something that you do have to take into consideration at your age also.
Well, he lets me pursue my dream.
And helps you.
And does help me immensely. Like, I bounce an idea off of you, and I'll take the same idea and bounce it off of him.
Oh, no, let's be honest here. Every motherfucking thing I tell this child, she goes and double checks it with him to see if I was right.
Which is true. It's just how I am, because it's like, okay, one person's opinion, another person's opinion.
That's what I taught you to do, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I find it aggravating because I've never been wrong about what I've told you. Even when you swore that wasn't the way we should look at it. And all the other people whose opinions you got.
All were just like yours.
See, now what Miss Gray hasn't told everybody is that she is surrounded by people that are in one way or another involved in the mental health industry.
Yep.
I mean, okay, I'm not actually in mental health, but I do know a lot about it because of what I did study. So all of us get a unique perspective because we all have different perspectives on what we learned, right?
Right.
So I can understand that. I do the same thing. How many times has Kevin got here and I've been like, dude, I got like a million things to run by you. Can we do it real quick?
Quite a few times.
So, you know, that's okay. That's a good thing to do. That's something that you really should do throughout life is, you know, like with Coda. We had to get a second opinion before I decided that, okay, we're really going to take his leg.
You know, I still have the voice message from the doctor about it and how it's not looking good.
Yes, I have the image of the doctor that did it also crying with us because they got to know my dog so well. And my dog was one of the sweetest fucking dogs on this planet. And no matter what, that little dude always had a fucking smile on his face.
That he did.
That's what's burned into my head. That's something that I will probably never let go of. I mean, I don't know if I said anything about it, but the people that Toto went to for the vet, yes, the ones that screwed up, but they were the vets he had seen his whole life, since he was a puppy. And they sent us a condolence card about losing him, and I was like, I don't even know how you know my dog died, but thank you. But, I mean, obviously they found out we went somewhere else and checked up on him. So that means he made an impact on them, too.
Yeah. Well,
Total segue.
When we switched vets, they kept in contact because they needed to know his history. So,
Probably freaked him out. I was the one that actually came in that day, huh?
yeah.
They wouldn't have been able to get near him if I was there. That's the only reason I wouldn't go.
What you said to me about the name will always stick with me.
About the name.
Because they put Koda.
And that's okay. I don't mind that at all. That's not a big deal to me. He didn't have a last name.
He didn't.
He was Kodachrome Puppy. That was his name.
Well, it melted my heart.
And it was, yeah. Let's not talk about my dead dog. That's like a self-depressing fucking thing.
Yeah, who
We
is
were
that
talking
guy?
about love, and of course Coda comes up because, well, you know,
That's love.
we all loved him, and that dog was pure love. My God. That dog was the epitome of pure love and pure hate. If he did not like you, yeah, that dog wouldn't let you anywhere near anybody he loved. And he'd smile at you, but you had to look in his eyes. Because he'd get this little twinkle in his eyes when he was about to fucking go after your ankle. Okay, let's be honest here. This dog bounced off the chest of a guy that was 6'4", licked his neck, and basically told him I could have had you.
Scared the crap out of the person, but
Well, I told him not to do that, and my dog thought I was in danger, so what do you expect the dog to do? And you ain't gonna get mad at my dog for doing what comes naturally to him.
or the other one tripping people.
Yeah, Luna used to trip people. Those two worked in tandem. Luna'd trip them and Koda'd go for the throat. And blue heelers have extremely large teeth and very powerful jaws.
So I'm learning why you call them the original ankle biters the hard way.
No,
If
that
you-
is exactly why they call them ankle biters.
If you,
And I told you. Everybody's like, oh, I know they're psycho. No. You don't know how psycho blue heeler puppies really are.
yeah, speaking of, is she over there with you? Okay. No, I found out if you move her with your foot, she'll bite your ankle.
I've already established I'm alpha with her, so she doesn't do it. I mean, yes, my arm looks like I've been training a fighting dog. But I have to teach her, and sometimes that's what you don't do.
Yeah.
She's drawn blood a few times. She hasn't really hurt me.
I think it's cool she's picking up on some of Ilfred's habits, like the whole grabbing the hand and leading him away. Yeah, she did that
Bonnie
with
was
me.
screaming bloody murder today out in the other room, and the dog would flip the fuck out until she could get to her.
No, she tried to jump in the bathtub with her.
I believe it. That's her girl. That's how it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I bring up dogs. Sorry, I can't help it. But go on.
I forget what we were talking about.
Really? Wow. If I was somebody, I'd be rather offended right now.
Oh, I was just kidding. But ask your next question.
You're not done talking.
What, talking about?
Okay, so what makes everything so perfect? That's what I want to know, is what makes everything so perfect. Because life is full of ups and downs and goods and bads, so how can anything be perfect?
Like I said, it's all in how you perceive it.
Okay, yes and no, but I was looking for something else.
Like,
because I've observed it between the two of you, and it's part of why I really appreciate and adore that man.
it makes me happy.
Yeah, I've seen him get frustrated and upset. And you can see that he holds his temper and he talks to you. And depending on the degree of how upset he is, depends on how firm he is with his words, but I've never heard him call you out a name. I've never heard him yell at you. So you guys have a mutual understanding that that's not necessary. And that is fucking golden. I know part of that while he's here is he's terrified of me. I don't know why, for any reason, anybody would be terrified of me. I'm such a fucking doll. I am a goddamn peach, for fuck's sake. Yeah.
Can we turn that off for a little bit? It's getting a little chilly in here.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. But okay, so that's something that I've observed, and that's something that I find very important in relationships because, you know, it gets to a point where it's redundant. And what reason do you have to yell at me?
Yeah.
And I think about the extent of my screaming, unless it's a really, really horrible, horrible offense and it just triggers me, is what the fuck, and I walk away to cool down because I know it's just going to get ugly.
Yeah. I've seen you do it a few times.
I do it a lot. Sometimes I don't even say anything and I just walk the fuck away because I just don't have the energy to fucking deal with this bullshit right now. And I am angry and I'm going to say something I'm going to regret and it's going to be the truth and you're going to fucking hate me or you're going to hit me. Well, see, that's the thing, though, too, is that there is that honesty between you, and that's something that is, like, paramount in a good relationship. You know, trust is the foundation of everything, because once that trust is gone, the feelings that were attached to that trust are gone. And at that point, you're just going through the fucking motions, because you'll never trust that person the way you did before.
Yeah.
And that's from my experience, and yeah, I've completely fallen out of love with people before we split up and just been like, I don't really fucking care.
Well, and we decide on things together.
And that's another important thing, you know?
Because it's not just me making my own decisions. I like being able to run it by him and see how he feels about it too. And that's another thing, taking someone's feelings into consideration.
Yes, that's huge. Being able to see their side of it and not being so fucking stubborn that things have to be your way.
Hey, you gotta give a little, take a little.
Well, see, and some days it's not you give 50, they give 50. Some days you're giving 95 and they're giving 5. But that's all they got that day. And you can't really be mad at them until it becomes habitual. Right?
Right. Like, one thing that we both have too is high respect for each other.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Neither one of you is beneath the other.
We see each other as equals.
And that's excellent. That's exactly how it should be. It's a partnership, not a fucking ownership. I was always offended by the obey in the wedding fucking ceremonies. Why the fuck do I have to obey this person? We're supposed to be a team. Why do I have to obey anybody? I'm not a fucking dog. I could be though. like when you do that to them.
No, I don't.
I used to do that to people that whistled at me on the street. I'd turn around and bark at them. They didn't know what to do. They just let me the fuck alone.
That's funny.
Okay, let's be perfectly honest. Let me tell you guys, the first thing every woman wants on her way to work or on her way home from work from a hard fucking day is some asshole acting like she's a little bitch. And by that, I mean a female dog. Oh, I had some creepy shit coming home from work sometimes, and a lot of times I worked the late shift, so it was late. I had some guy literally followed me home one night. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
That's some crazy shit.
Yeah. Well, you know, I looked a lot different in my office clothes than I did in my street clothes, and I'm real fucking scary when I'm in my street clothes and pissed off.
Yeah.
Think about it, Medusa head, fucking smeared makeup because I just fucking rubbed my eyes like a motherfucker from all that crap caked on my eyes from work, and I'm mad. Yeah, that's always fun.
That sounds really fun.
Oh, it is.
Well, the other thing too is that you and him get along.
Yes, that's always a plus.
It is.
It is.
I'm always so. I don't know if you see the look in my eyes when you two talk, but it's like, oh my goodness, somebody my mom can actually talk to.
Well, I thought you just glassed over because you didn't know a lot of the stuff that we were talking about.
Sometimes I would just sit there and stare at you both and just sit there and grin because it felt nice to be able to listen to your guys' conversation.
Well, something I try to never do is talk down to the younger generations because, yes, I may know more than them, but they may know things that I don't know. So why would I talk down to them? Right?
Right.
And I'm sorry, but it's all about lifting. Okay, you gotta look at it this way. Okay, I'm just about that anyway. Okay, trying to lift kids up and show them, hey, you know what, you can do better than what you think you can kind of shit, like I do with all the kids I come in contact with. But I totally lost my train of thought. You looked at me all fucking weird, and I'm like, what'd I do wrong? What'd I do wrong? I lost it. He's lost it. It's gone.
Well,
brain fart.
See, and I know what you're talking about with that because I encourage 2 13-year-olds to follow their dream of making a card game.
Okay, but see, the thing is how you talk to them. Because people seem to forget that kids are people too. And we get so concerned in ruling them that we forget to teach them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, the kids that I love are the ones that have that little spark in them where they think for themselves. And they're like, okay, I'm impressed as fuck with Rowan for thinking that the dogs walk the people. Because logically, looking at that, not knowing what it really was, that's what you would deduce, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So that shows some massive problem-solving skills there. She's putting the world together around her. And it's cool to see through her eyes how that comes out.
Yeah.
And you plant a seed here or there.
Well, see,
and you watch it grow. And
what's funny, too, is the dog walked her.
Yes, our dog does walk her. But then again, it could be taken as she's walking the dog, because in actuality what's happening is she's holding his collar and they're walking together. So who's really walking who? She sees him as her superior, so therefore he is walking her.
Brilliant little kid.
Yeah. It's pretty cool when you dive into the psychology of why people would think something, and it makes perfectly logical sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And if you never saw that before, that's what you would deduce. Why the fuck are all these dogs walking these people? What the fuck? But that also shows the relationship she has with her dog. She has that trust in her dog, and she thinks everybody else in the world has that trust in theirs. And that is a pure soul.
Yeah, it is. That's actually impressive.
Isn't it? I told you, psychology is absolutely... I can't wait till you take your psychology class. I really can't, because we're going to have some of the coolest conversations.
Yes, we are.
And then you'll understand a little bit more what I've been teaching you. And literally, there is a psychology to everything. There's a psychology to love. And you just said it. We are drawn to people that either have the qualities that we don't possess, or that possess the qualities that we covet. And there are certain things that people look for, and like, okay, the dating game in this world today, fuck that. You know, back, oh God, I sound like an old bitch. Back in my day, you had to ask Dad's permission to take me out for 2 hours. He had to know exactly where we were and what we were doing and who else was going to be there and how we were getting there and how we were getting back. And I always had money for the payphone. Yeah, that's how old I am. We didn't have none of that shit. Just hit the payphone. It's 10 cents. And these days, it's Tinder. Swipe left. I mean, like, really? Like, I'm surprised at my age how many dick pics I get in my fucking inbox.
It's an appalling amount, isn't it?
Not anymore. I've made it very clear that shit don't fly with me. I have, like, completely, like, got pretty good control over my Facebook to where nobody starts any shit, and if they do, I just make them go away.
Back in my day, if you didn't come back by the lights came on, you didn't date till you moved out.
Damn, my dad wasn't that mean.
Send him to the next person.
Although I always hated that my dad always really liked the scummiest fuckers. And these kids knew how to impress my dad, and I was like, God, he's a fucking idiot. Really, Dad? Like, fuck no, I don't want to go out with him.
Dick pic for dick pic.
I started doing that, actually, for a little while.
How'd it work?
Well, I decided that I would try a different approach, and usually when you ask them, does that come in adult size too, they go away. Just saying. I don't really engage. I just kind of am like, nice. And if they persist, I'm like, excuse me. But yeah, it's funny. Oh, and all these young cats. And I'm like, how old do you think I'm old enough to be your fucking mother, dude. Get the fuck away from me.
Can you hit a baseball with that?
No, we don't want to see that. It's pretty crazy. I can just imagine what it's like being a younger woman in this day and age. But there's a part of me, and it's the feminist part of me, and I'm just like, how the fuck did we get here? This is not what we were fighting for. At all. Okay, I didn't want to have to fuck my boss to get a promotion and never be able to be anything more than a fucking secretary. Not go flash my tits in fucking downtown so I could show my areolas. I'm sorry, that shit pisses me off. I get it. I totally understand. But you know what? There is a point where we all need to be fucking realistic about shit. Right?
Right.
And great you want to do that and you want to abolish rape culture, but do you really think that the oldest crime in history is ever going to stop?
Yeah. And Tevin cracked a joke.
Yeah, what do you think?
Did you know you should always knock on the fridge door just in case any salad is dressing?
Nice. Yeah, it don't matter with my salad. It's usually see-through dressing anyway. I got skanky salad. She got pasties in a see-through dress. But now, okay, as a woman I raised with my ideals about what feminism was. What are your views on it? Because you have a different take on this than me because you're part of the generation that wants that.
I honestly, truly just... The only thing that I would want is to be equal to the man.
Never gonna happen, but that's okay. We've had, 30-some-odd thousand fucking years to figure that shit out, and we've only been able to vote for 150 years? Realistic, honey. Let's be realistic. And when we got the right to vote, we were still selling our 11-year-old daughters to men for cows. Put that in perspective now. You wonder why the world is the way it is.
No. Because that's understandable right there.
Well, it's because we really haven't come as far as we think we have. We think we're so fucking evolved, but we're not. Well, we're not. We literally are not. 2% Neanderthal, remember? Oh God, sorry, I couldn't help that one. Alrighty, so wow, we got way off subject there, but it was on subject, but that's pretty fun.
Off subject, on subject. Ooh.
Yeah, so.
It's like a green light. Segway.
I'll just take a left turn here and we'll just meet back up with the main road when we take another one right over there. We'll just backtrack a little bit, maybe go a little forward, skip so nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
You should be a navigation system.
I should be a what? A
No.
navigation system? Stop! Turn right, turn right, turn right. God damn it, I said turn right. You fucking missed the turn, you idiot. Oh, can I be a navigation system? I would love that.
That'd be great. You scared the dogs by the way. They both popped up and the little woman looked like she wanted to bark at you.
She's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need a service dog right now? Do you need a hug?
Do I need to worry?
Are you alright? You're not sounding well, Mom.
Goodness.
And Alfred just looked at me like, good God, woman, shut up.
And I have my club to bonk Ray on the head with. Missed that turn, call him an idiot.
Okay, but if you do that, I get 2 goat skins, a cowhide, and half an elephant. And it's got to be the rear end, because I bet that leg is just juicy as fuck.
Mm.
Ooh, you gotta skin the woolly mammoth too. And that'll be my bedding. What do you say?
Deal.
Right on. I get 2 goat skins and a cowhide. And a woolly mammoth. Ooh. I'll give you the other leg. And when we're done eating them, we can have a sword fight with the bones.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so does he know we've been talking about him this whole time?
I don't know.
Do you know we've been talking about you this whole time?
Whoa. The mammoth is gonna be extra. That'll be 2 chickens and a blanket.
How about a Greineke and an Ilford? Would you do that? Lonnie's gonna be a high ransom though, you know that, right? Oh, we're both glued to it. What are you gonna do? What are you
gonna do? Fair trade.
Fair trade? Fuck yeah, I got the better end of that deal. Because when we're done with it, we can just make a jungle gym for the Greineke out of it. Right?
Right. I don't think he knows we've been talking about him this whole time.
That's okay. It'll be a nice surprise when he goes back and listens to it. So are you done talking about that subject now?
For Lala, I'll trade you a biodome.
No, not enough. Okay, how about this? I will make a concession here. How about 2 biodomes with a tube that connects them, and y'all live in one and I live in the other, and she can run through the tube whenever she wants to see Grandma. And the Greineke too, god damn it, you know that. Gonna have to make that thing real tall though.
Yeah.
God.
This kid's gonna be tall, isn't she?
I have never seen a kid that tall at her age.
So what's the plan?
Basketball.
Basketball?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you say?
That totally works.
Right on. Right on. Did I mention they have to be in a tree?
Wrestling. He says wrestling.
Wrestling? Yeah, she could do wrestling. Dude, she already does. Her and I wrestle all the damn time, and the dog. She wrestles a 200-pound mastiff. Constantly. And sometimes she wins.
Hey, she used to wrestle a peep when she was a baby.
Yes, she used to wrestle the peep all the time. Man, she used to throw down with that fucking thing.
Baby blabble, baby blabble.
Oh, she talked shit to it and everything. It was WWE up in that bitch. I was like, damn. I wish I knew the storyline. It sounds fucking cool as fuck. Okay, I did watch wrestling for a while, but
I could see her doing something
my favorite person left, so I was like, fuck that. And I liked Andre the Giant.
I can see her doing some like low stuff where they do the fake wrestling.
Dude, that'd be too.
She'd have too much fun with it.
That kid would be undefeated in it completely. She'd just pick them up and throw them and they'd be out. It'd be done.
to be a pro wrestler.
Well, she could be. She could be anything she wants.
She can. I'd be there for her through all of it.
You know what would be badass for her to get into that she'd probably absolutely love? Being a stunt woman.
Being a stunt woman?
Dude, this kid climbs everything and is fearless. Yes, being a stunt woman. Fuck yeah.
That would be really cool. I would do the stunts from the video games at some point.
Yeah, dude, the kid's agile as fuck. She's on my. Why do you think I call her the Granny?
So flexible.
Part gorilla, part monkey, or part rhino, and a whole lot of monkey.
Yeah.
I think she's plotting how to climb the shed.
Really?
Really. Really, really.
Is it because she keeps going back to it?
She keeps eyeballing that thing weird and her brain's moving. You can see the gears working. So anyhow, what else did you want to talk about? Haha, I got an answer. I put my 2 cents worth in, and Tevin's gonna find out you were talking about him anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh, cat's out of the bag. Our subject tonight was love, Tevin, and so of course.
Gotta shine the spotlight on Ray.
Hey, you know what? You said you wanted to take over. This was your night to take over, and it was something that you love. And don't go into automatic zombie mode over. No, because what you find important in video games are different than what other people would. And you're like, geek the fuck out on it kind of shit. And everybody else is like, good God, what the fuck? Or maybe they're not. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm an asshole. Well, we already know I'm an asshole. My mom told me to find what I was good at, and that's what I'm good at, God damn it.
I'm a geek.
Well, we all geek on certain things. I start talking cameras, and people just glaze over. They're like, what the fuck are you? You might as well be talking Greek to me. Although I find the camera completely fascinating. And the history is so fucking cool.
Greek lightning.
Grease lightning. Grease lightning. There it goes. Hop on it, Mom, because you lost me, right?
No. When you say camera, I think movies.
Well, see, and I've done both. And yeah, so it's just the camera itself is such an amazing creation.
That it is.
It really is. Well, because, okay, we all see the same thing, but we all have different perceptions of it. And that's where pictures come in, because then you can have 5 photographers at the same venue and not one of them have the same picture. Right?
Right.
Or they all have the same pictures.
His question, he said, ooh, so I'm the center of attention?
Yes, sir.
Mm.
He's like, in the fucking stream so I could go listen, damn it. We were talking about love and relationships. And does the perfect mate exist or not? And we were going to segue completely and not have to have me say anything about it, but I guess we came back around, right?
Yep. I like your short version. Short,
What?
simple, sweet.
What? Short, simple, sweet.
What was it you always told me you wanted?
Oh, stop. Stop. Don't even go there. Oh my god, don't even go there.
Even though it's a joke.
Well, it wasn't. But at the time, I didn't know what I was asking for.
Yeah.
Alright?
Right. But, yeah.
And yes, the most important part of it was a joke. Because at the time that I started saying that, I figured if there was no vocal cords, they couldn't yell at me. Because I figured that's how it always was. Ha ha ha. But then again, like with wishing on a star or anything like that, be careful what you wish for, right?
Right.
And not necessarily that you won't get it, but maybe you will get it, but in the most fucked up possible way. But okay, so my perspective on the is there a perfect partner? That's a deep well with me. You know that.
Yeah.
Yes. Because love has everything and nothing to do with it. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay, and my thought process on this, and just bear with me on this one. What is love really? See, nobody can answer that fucking question. Why can nobody answer the question of what love is?
From my perspective with it,
Mm-hmm.
it's someone who gives me their time and is always there when I need them.
Okay. So let me broaden your perspective on this. Saying, I hope you have a good day. Be careful. Drive carefully. That's all love. That's how you express love to people because you care what happens to them. Right? So how many other things, cooking for somebody, that's love.
Oh, that's the biggest form of love.
Taking care of them when they're sick, that's love. Okay, so that's why nobody can say what love is, because love is a lot of things. And that's why I say love has everything and nothing to do with it. Because it's the expressions of love that we usually base things off of, not the actual love itself, right?
Right.
Because you can't gauge love. What is love?
It's a million different things.
It is. So what you have to understand is that there are qualities that you search for, and the perfect person does not exist. Sorry, what's that saying? What'd they do to the last perfect person? They stoned her, right?
Right.
Okay, so nobody's perfect. But, short and sweet of it, love is finding someone whose quirks you can live with. Right?
Right.
Isn't that exactly what it boils down to?
Right.
So, the perfect partner will not exist, but that doesn't mean we have these false expectations of things, okay? And that's where the problem comes in. Everybody's looking for Prince Charming, this, that, and the other. It has to be this, it has to be that. You know, in my opinion, the perfect relationship is excellent communication, trust, being able to be who you really are with each other, being able to pursue your own ventures and not have them up your ass like, what are you doing, what are you doing, because fuck that, I don't need a goddamn babysitter. And you shouldn't need a goddamn babysitter. And if I gotta play FBI on your ass, this ain't worth it, right?
Right.
Then that person done that. Fuck that shit. If I have to question you and I don't believe your answer, it's done, right? Because there's no trust there.
Yeah.
And every time stuff like that happens, it fucks with your psyche, and you go from loving that person to trying to fix them. So I just want to find somebody that I can accept as who they are and that can accept me as who I am. I'm not easy to live with sometimes. I can be a handful. I'm sweet most of the time.
Yep. That's
given the right circumstances, I listen very well and I take advice, and I'm not my stubborn ass self being like, no, fuck you, I'll show you. You don't fucking know shit. So, in that aspect, it can somewhat exist, but the perfect relationship is where you evolve together. Where you grow together, you build something together. That's why I always tell, what did I ask Tevin and what did I ask said person that earned my respect, that made him really think about what he was doing? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, right?
Right.
It wasn't, what were your intentions with my daughter? I will know what your intentions with my daughter are. I'm not fucking stupid, right? And I have kids. I think I kind of get the picture, right?
Right.
So, where do you want to be in 5 years? Because what I want to know is, are you going to help or hinder her?
Yeah.
And, arrogance and shit like that has no place in that. Because what makes one person's feelings any more important than the others? I did have a specific list of things that I wanted at one point in time. And not necessarily that one. But yes, that one always, but not always that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everybody always told me, it doesn't exist. You'll never find it. And you know what the saddest part of that was?
What?
It's that the things I wanted were common, decent human decency. Don't lie to me. Don't cheat on me. Those were the two main ones. It's mind-boggling that so many people are like, oh, you're never going to find that. And it's like, well, then I'd rather be alone. Because you know what? This other bullshit is a waste of time. Right?
Right.
And well, I'm sorry, but at my age, I don't have time for games. I'm not looking for the next fling. I'm already got my plans for forever, so if you want to join me on this journey, you're welcome to. If not, piss the fuck off. Well, okay, that's why people think that love hurts. Is because they equate love with their value. Right?
Right.
And when people act like they don't love you, what does that do to people that think that that equates to their value?
It damages it.
It severely damages it, and then you do everything that you can to make them love you because you want your self-worth back.
That makes a lot of sense.
So the second that you start making your self-worth about who loves you and being loved, you've already fucked yourself. That's why people think that their love is in the next person. Their love is in that car. You know? And that's not what it's about. And love itself doesn't hurt. It's actually very amazing. It's getting little Hershey's Kisses hidden around the house with a note that says, if you find more, that just remember they're a kiss from Mom. That's love.
Getting you Hershey Kisses on Mother's Day.
Yes, Hershey's Kisses on Mother's Day. That's love. Caramellos when I'm feeling kind of down in the dumps because it's my favorite candy bar.
Maybe it would help cheer you up a little bit.
Yes, caramel always does. I love caramel. Anyhow, but that's the whole problem, is that the world doesn't see it that way, and very few people do see it that way. And that makes it really hard in this world to make a real connection. Because people aren't looking for a real connection. They're looking for something to boost their image, something to make them not lonely, something to possess, to just not be alone.
It's a very powerful message.
Well, isn't it? But it's the truth. It's psychologically exactly what we do to ourselves. So we set ourselves up for failure because of our wants. And sometimes not getting what we want is the best thing that ever happened to us.
Yeah.
And sometimes getting what we want is the worst thing that ever happened to us. We just didn't know it at the time. And I'm not cynical of love. I'm not like, oh, fuck love, I hate love. I'm all about love.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to commit to something to that caliber at this point in my life, it has to be real fucking special. Because you know what? I've done mediocre. I've done what the fuck was I thinking. And I want someone that can create magic with me. To be honest, I miss being that close to another human. I really do. But I'm not going to fake it anymore. I owe that to myself. I'm cheating myself if I fake it. And that's what people don't understand. You are cheating yourself if you fake it in a relationship. And in bed, honestly, if the motherfucker thinks he's doing something because you're faking your ass off, you're doing yourself and that man a disservice. The end. Sorry, had to put that out there.
Advice from Mom.
Advice to live your life by. Don't fucking fake it. And there are times where you gotta suck it up and just endure it, but don't ever fake it. And I'm not talking about sex and love here. I'm talking about just life in general. You know?
Yeah.
But that's my philosophy on love, and I have learned through my life that some people give more love than they ever receive. And that's okay. You know, it sucks to be one of those people because you never quite feel like... There's always that feeling of, why can't people feel to the extent that I do? But you eventually understand, if you're lucky, that people are only able of feeling to the extent that they're comfortable.
Yeah.
And some people just plain outright don't understand feelings at all. Henceforth, my male friends, we've got 3 feelings: hungry, horny, and tired.
That's terrible.
Yeah, might as well have your club in your hand and go smacking bitches on the head with it. That is some caveman mentality.
Tell us how you really feel, Mom.
Okay, the point is that every person needs something different. And if you can find somebody that fulfills some of those needs that makes you happy, it's worth every moment. Even if it ends badly, it's still worth every moment because you got to feel that love. And you got to give that love. And in my opinion, that's honestly what the human experience is about, is learning to love. And truly giving love to the people and things around you. And by things, I mean animals and fucking plants and fucking shit like that. Not your fucking car, not your fucking TV. Maybe that doll that your mom made you that was so fucking special, yeah. But that's where the world has gone so horribly wrong, is that it's about material, not people anymore. You know, I'm in an industry where I see it all, honey. And nothing's changed from when I was growing up. It's just different music, different clubs, different people. Right?
Right.
But the mentality is still the same, and that's where we're going wrong. And I got all fucking serious and shit. Sorry about that.
It's getting serious.
Well, that was a very serious subject. I mean, shit.
It is.
You know, a lot of people at my age feel like they wasted a lot of their life on useless things. And a lot of those are past relationships. And you know what? I got a lot out of all of my relationships. Whether it was good or bad, towards the end there, or in the middle, or whatever, that was all on me, you know? I tried to fix things I couldn't. I should have walked away. I didn't. So I can't blame anybody for all that shit but myself. Because I let them do it.
Yeah.
But it's really sad that the one thing that everybody wants in this world is the last thing that they think to give to people. Funny, huh?
Yeah.
And yes, I very much say time and love. That's what relationships are about, time and love. And that embodies a lot. It sounds so simple, but it embodies so much.
It's also the role of attraction, too.
Right.
Like, when you think about it, we're attracted to certain things.
That's not quite the law of attraction, but
Yeah.
the law of attraction is that I manifest what I want in life.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay, a good way to show that is the dream boards people do.
Mm-hmm.
That's a way of manifesting. Basically, the philosophy behind it is you see it every day, you want it so bad, eventually you'll have it. But what they forget to tell you is that you gotta work your ass off to still get it. You just have your eye on the prize. Why do you think my workstations were always full of pictures of you kids? That was the thing that kept me going at work. Because there were days I just wanted to throw in the towel and say, fuck this shit.
Yeah, that's love right there too.
It is.
And the fact that you've never given up on us kids.
Why would I? There's hope until there is no hope, remember?
Yeah.
And that was the hard life lesson my sister taught me.
It's intense.
You know, at least I took it that way instead of just being bitter about everything, right? Because life's unfair. Well, fuck yeah, life's unfair. Jesus fuck, what'd you think? It's about how you deal with it and don't get caught up in it. We are so self-centered in this day and age that we're offended by fucking tail lights, for fuck's sake. Yes, there was a lady, I want to say it was Louisiana, quite a few years ago, that started up this big thing about the stoplight, or the tail lights, on the school bus, looked like a satanic symbol, and she went apeshit and made them change it. Started this big, huge campaign to change fucking light bulbs. Now, could you imagine if they took that fucking energy of doing that and put it into something really worthwhile?
Yeah.
But no, it had to be about ego.
But I can't shove my foot up someone's ass and beat them with an encyclopedia and make them smarter.
Yes, but we all know the analogy. You can lead a man to fucking knowledge, but you can't make him think. Just means those of us that have found knowledge have an extremely painful life trying to communicate with people most of the time.
Encyclopedia.
No, I'm serious. I have had conversations with people that were literally painful.
Mm.
And I'm just like, whoa, how does this happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's bad.
I guess studying what I have kind of fucked me up for life because I can kind of see both sides of everything. Or multiple sides of everything. Little Missy, what's up?
Little Missy wants up, huh?
Miss Hope. Oh, it's so cute. Lonnie thinks her name is High Hope. I caught her singing the song to her the other day. Not eating the babies. Not eating the big dog either. But yeah, so shit got all serious. Why'd it get all serious and shit?
It looks like they want OUT.
Okay. Yeah, you can pause that so I don't sound like a dork.
Yeah.
Oh, you just think I will pop in and say random weird shit like I did last time?
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna sit here silently and stare at it. See if it does tricks.
her back. You've had two troublemaking children. Well, dogs.
Yeah, that's what happens when you stare a blue healer in their eyes. I did it. It's me. No, we don't eat the mamas. We don't eat the mamas. No, we don't eat the mamas. We don't eat the big dog either. Trish is fearless, man.
Crazy freaking dog.
Here, let me put my head in your mouth, and I know you won't bite me, but let me bite you real hard on your cheek and see what happens. What?
Just you and that dog.
Me and this dog.
You and that dog.
Shit, me and any dog, damn it.
Oh, damn.
No, we don't eat the baby.
We definitely don't eat the baby.
We don't eat people. We don't eat people. No. We don't eat people. You will go to puppy purgatory. You will go to puppy purgatory. Are you ready to go to puppy purgatory?
Eat the baby?
Eat the baby.
Eat the baby. Nom, 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 nom.
No, let's not. Sharp little fucking teeth and shit. Ow! That's enough. No, don't you whine at me. No, you're hurting my hand. Ow. Alright, I didn't do anything to her. Now stop it. Y'all are being obnoxious. No, you're being obnoxious. We are not going to eat the big dog, okay? We're not eating the mamas. We're not eating the mamas. Do you need more CBD, bud? Is that what you're telling me? Yeah. You need more CBD for your poor twofers. Yes, and we did find out that CBD works great for teething dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. No, you may not chew on me. You may not chew on me. No. 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 Psycho puppy go to purgatory. Psycho puppy goes to purgatory. You go puppy purgatory. Yeah. Mouthy little girl, ain't you? Anyhow, I'm sure people are just enjoying talking to the dog. Hey, settle down. Puppy brain. Puppy brain. All right, pagan cow.
Tubbs give permission to eat the undercover cow, the potato, and the babies.
Here, honey, you want to get with this? Come on. Hey, come on. Hey, hey. Okay, hey. Okay, I know. That's good, huh? That's good, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Lay back down. You're okay.
Okay, do you want to put her in puppy purgatory for a minute? Hang on, bud. Hang on. I just don't want to put it in your face when I give it to you. Okay? Hey, good boy. Oh, massive slobbers everywhere. I
Just
love
a
you,
goo.
big dope. I love you, big dope. Where's the fox?
I have no clue.
So what were we talking about?
Love.
Love, So I don't know. What do you think about what I said?
Love and pagan cows.
Love and pagan cows.
We keep segueing.
Yeah.
Can I let her out?
Yeah.
Come here.
Just keep her up there. Being obnoxious, we're having crazy puppy time. Crazy puppy time. Crazy puppy time. No, that doesn't mean come over and eat the mamas. That doesn't mean eat the big dog either. Give me one of her chew toys, please. Her fish should be somewhere around here. No, like her fish or something softer.
Fish or something softer.
Yeah, she's got some of the. She's got a fish and a swan, and I guess see if she'll take it. Just watch that scenario. Because she likes to fight him too hard, and it's not cool.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, this might be the.
Industry.
Well, I'm sure nobody wants to listen to Psycho Puppy or us freak out because her head's in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Big dog, eat me! So, I don't know.
Thank you everybody for coming out and watching our stream. We hope you...
See, you didn't answer my damn question. She calmed down and you're just like, get the fuck off stream. Get the fuck off my stream. Get the fuck off my stream, damn it. My mom's gonna put me on the spot. I better run.
Yeah, you avoided the other question like the plague.
What other question?
Kept segueing.
I said it. I said what my perfect person would be.
Yes, but you're right. Love is a million things. And what you think is love is amazing.
Yeah, try finding it. That's the hard part. That's why everybody thinks love sucks, is because they're not really finding love. Because they don't know what love is. I'm serious. Ask anybody you know, what is love? 90% of all people say it's a feeling. Well, yes, it is a feeling. But how is that feeling expressed is what love is. Hey. Yeah. But no, it's... If you don't know what it is, how can you find it? That's my question on the whole thing. Everybody's looking for love, but if you don't know what it is, how can you find it?
It's how you perceive it. And, like, something I feel that is love is the fact that Tevin knowing that he could have walked away when things got tough, stayed.
Well, see, now, okay, you guys have an even harder element in your relationship, which is really fucking impressive.
Is it the distance?
Yes. I mean, y'all are literally in separate states from each other. Okay, put her back in purgatory. And that's an element that usually fucks a lot of people up. But if you have that foundation like you guys have, it works.
That it does.
Well, I think the most beautiful part about it is that you allow each other to be who you are. There is no, oh, why don't you be more like this? Or, oh, why don't you be more like that? It's no, I appreciate and adore you for who you are. And that's the way it should be.
Right? And that's what I love about my relationship too, is that being yourself is...
Priceless.
Exactly.
Okay, she's getting real rowdy.
Alright, guys. So we're gonna end the stream here now?
Yeah, because they're going to have to go back out because this ain't acceptable indoor behavior.
Alright, everyone, thank you for coming out and watching our stream. We hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful night, day, morning, whatever.
That's all you guys to say? That's no outro. Oh, I'm just kidding. Have a good night, everybody. Don't forget to spread the love. Put yourself on a little fan and spread it everywhere. Wah!